Hello and welcome to Spy Money. What a night we had. Look at this big old increase. We went from, let's see, how far actually is that? That is there to, um, looking at 199 points that we went up last night. Unbelievable. 199. Might as well call it 200 points that we went up. So the market rallied strong. Yesterday, actually the last 2 days, I have been talking about in my briefs that I was still bullish. And I was bullish for a reason. I was bullish because of this trend line that we had. And if you look back on the weekly, trend lines aren't exact sometimes. I mean, just like right here, it bounced down just a little bit below there. So, it's not 100% to the dollar, but when it gets there, it will usually be right around there and then take off. Now, we actually dropped more than what I thought we would on this one, but I think, let's see, we went from here to there, so we actually dropped 149 points below. But when you're talking 3,000, 20 or 2,500 dollar stock, I mean, really 159 is not that much. So this was just like the big sell-off to unload everything that they wanted to unload, and then right here is where all the shorts are starting to cover. So they've been shorting here, they started covering here, and then people started buying up. So we're up 200 points. We're actually still climbing. We're just in a bull market again, which I'm so thankful. It helps the economy. It keeps the fear down. People's 401ks and stuff are definitely a lot better this morning than what they were. Very, very happy that this turned. Yesterday, I loaded up on calls like crazy. Just started buying up a lot of things. I'm really thankful that I did. I knew that if I bought it, it may drop off today some, but I was hoping that overnight that we would get this big old rally, and we are. So let's just hope it continues. We're at 200 points right now. Let's go back to like a 1 hour chart so we can see more fibs. I'm looking today, when this opens, I mean, it's just going to be a strong bull run. And I don't think the feds have dumped their money in yet. So they're supposed to dump even more money in it today. And when that happens, that's going to make it spike even more. So right now we got all the shorts covering and people are on the move with it. So again, it's still early. A 200 point increase is really good, especially just in a matter of, no time. That's from midnight last night to right here. So in 3 hours, we had a 200 point increase. That's really huge. So bullish, I still stand. And since we break this fib right here to the 2572, it is surely to just run up to 2729. We may get a 200 point increase today. So, I hope we do. Where I loaded up on calls and stuff, if I get this big go increase today, then this will be probably my record week that I've had. I'm in gold pits right now. Gold is going down, so I think we're in real good shape now. So let's take a look at gold. ES, I've talked about where I think it's going, what I'm doing with it. Gold, it actually come down. Let's see, last night, midnight, let's see, it shot up a little bit, but it's coming over. But I'm still good on gold. I don't think gold will go over the 1589. I think it's just going to continue to come down. That's the safe haven. When people don't know what's going on in the market, they're not real sure, they start dumping in gold. So I think gold, we're going to go ahead and start coming down to today we will probably see the 1485 range. And I think next week we're going to be hitting, maybe the 1381. And maybe not. I mean, it may go ahead and just come down and gold just kind of flatline like it did all day. And it may be in that range. So let's go back to 1 hour. See here. See, it dropped really hard from just all day yesterday, really. And I was in pits all the way down through here on gold. And then right now it's just kind of leveling off here a little bit. It's not really It's not really a flag. That's actually, let's see, that's almost an upside down head and shoulders actually. So we look at that. Let's see here. No, it's not. It's not one. So it kind of looked like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, but it's not. So I'm still bearish on gold. I think it's going to go ahead and drop more. I've got puts on it. I've had puts on it since almost since I sold yesterday. I sold my puts right on through here. I misfigured. I was trying to get down here, but I just misfigured. I wanted to sell them on this one red candle. If you sell puts on a strength, then you're going to make more money, because when it hit here and bounced back up into here, it would be the same as if I'd sold it there. So then when it come down again in this strength, I would have made even more. I'd made even more there, but don't be greedy. Take your money. And that was the same thing with ES. Flipping back to it, I told everybody yesterday in my group that you need to be buying calls while it's cheap. So, because you can't buy puts thinking that you're going to get one more day. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk. So I was buying calls. Even if it did drop today, I would still be okay with it, because I know next week it would be fine. So that's why I bought where I did. Now the people that bought the puts here are going to be hurting today, because they were buying all on these lower levels, and a bunch of them bought right there at the end, which right here is where the end of the day was, when it sold off, and they're buying up puts here. Well, you come straight across, look where you are now. You're in the hole. So never gamble on what you think one day will get you. Think about where you're going to be a week, 2, 3, or even a month later. That's where you need to be thinking about when you're buying your options. Don't try to swing one overnight just to pocket the next day. Think about what you can do a week later. So, and gold, we just went over. I still think we're going to drop down here. It's probably going to feather out a little bit. I don't think it'll get over the 1589. I think it'll drop. Crude oil, I'm in calls. I love it. I was actually in the hole, because I bought calls before, but last night with this big old increase, I ended up coming out of the hole one. I'm actually in profit now. So being in profit on this is really good. I bought a little too soon, and I probably should have bought more yesterday, but I didn't. But I'm real happy about it. You can see this little trend that I had drawn, and I even drew it based on one candle. And if you look, it hit there, and it come down, almost hit again. So this was a true trend. I drew this trend while we were doing the live stream, if you remember yesterday, and I said that I don't like to draw one on one candle, but I'm going to use it, and then we'll see where it goes. Well, it turned out this trend actually worked out. So I think we're going to continue to go up. There's a chance we might come down and touch this again, but I think we're just going to go on up. Where are we going to go? Let's see here. If we go to a 1 hour, 3304 is our bottom trend line, and then from there we're looking 5749. This is on weekly fibs. I think we're probably going to go back up into the 60 range. Is where I would think we would probably end up going. Let's see a weekly, what we're looking at on a weekly. So the weekly, this one right here is the trend. There's a chance that when we come up through here, we hit this one here. That's the 3304, and then I think we'll rally. At least we'll probably rally up and hit probably right over in here in the 5749. And there's a chance it'll keep on going up to this one here, but we got to cross this right here. So I think we're long calls on crude oil. So any kind of ETF or whatever you're in, I feel that we're in a bullish area on it. If we do the 1 hour again, so we're just going to keep on going on this. I'm pretty sure. The dollar it sold off yesterday, and then it kind of consolidated. It's going up right now. Probably up to this fib here. It may bounce down off of that. I'm not real sure. The dollars usually will go down when ES goes up, but it's been so erratic I can't even go by that anymore. And the Dow Jones, have no idea yet until it opens, but I know it's going to open strong. We're probably going to be, let's see, if we're here, I'd say we open probably in the 22.7 range, somewhere on through there. 22,700 is probably where we'll open today, because it's going to be up above through here. So it's going to be a big spike. So if you're in any of those 30 stocks that make up the Dow Jones, then you'll be in green. And we come back down to look at the VIX. The VIX is already dropping. I bought puts again yesterday, and the reason I bought puts is because I knew the market was getting ready to turn, and I just knew that it was going to start dropping, so I bought more. And so I bought more puts. So by buying puts, you're really betting with the market instead of against the market. VIX is against the market. As it goes up, the market will go down. So this is the fear factor. Remember that, the fear factor. So where are we going with that? We're going back down. If the market continues to rally, this is coming back down to the 20 range. So we're coming back down here to this dotted line. So this is going to be a lot of money over the next, probably next week before it gets down to here. So when it gets down here, SPY money is cashing out. And I may even take out some down through here somewhere. I mean, it's going to be a huge amount of money. So, and for little money, it didn't cost me much money to buy that. To get in it now is going to cost you a lot in premium, because as this comes up or down, the premium goes up. But there's a chance you still can make some money. But the IB is going to be so high on this that if it would turn on you, you're going to be in a hole real quick. And so the IB ranking being so high is going to make it harder to get your decent premiums. And then let's go up to Apple. We'll start there down. Apple, big increase. Apple has 62 stores in China, and they're opening up all of them. China has the coronavirus under control now, and there's very few cases that are popping up now. They've got it completely under control just by surrounding the area, closing off cities, and containing it to one area. So it's actually worked out for them. America is actually doing kind of the same thing with the travel. They're just keeping the travel away from Europe and over in China, and by doing so, Trump really hit a home run on that. Like him or hate him, he did the right thing. Everybody was screaming because he shut the travel down, but he was saving American lives, and I thank him so much for that. So Apple, we're long on Apple again. It's bullish. Apple stores are opening up. They're going to be able to get their products out. Anything to do with China, as far as companies that have things in China, you're all going to start going up because all the stores are opening. So long on Apple. AMD, I bought more AMD calls yesterday. Bought 60-day out calls, and those are going to be really good. And I'm just going to hold those longer term. I'm looking for 5113. That's the mark I'm looking for. I think it's going to go up above that, but let's just play it to there. Once we get up to that range, then we'll start going ahead and charting it out. But I'm very long on AMD, so it's going to be really good. Then you have Boeing. Man, I'm just so thankful I bought where I did. I bought, I think it was 40 calls on Boeing. I think it was 40. Let's see here. We can look here real quick. Let's see here. Position. I bought 20 calls. So I bought 10 and then bought 10. Yesterday I was down 100 and up 90. But today, these are both going to be very, very green. So that's where I am on Boeing today. So I should have bought more, but and I paid, what did I have in that? 30, let's see, I paid 40 and 21, so I've got $210 and $400. So I got $610 invested in Boeing. But that's a long hold for me. That is going to be very, very good. So, let's see, getting back to CCL. CCL is Carnival Cruise Line. I actually sold mine out right here because I started getting nervous that the market was going to change and I didn't want to get holding it. If I'd have held it one more day, I could have made a lot more money, but this was the bottom. And if you remember, I've been talking 1485 the whole time this was coming down. It hit my mark, and now it's coming up. So 1485 was where I said to buy it or to get out, and that's where it was going. And look there, I mean, just perfect. So we're out of the woods here on this one. So Carnival Cruise Line is going to take off with the coronavirus being contained. The cruise lines are going to start opening up. The airlines are going to start opening up. So AOL for American Airlines is going to be taken off. That's going to be another one. Disney, I got out of my puts up here, and it actually ended up selling off another day. I said $80 is where I was thinking, or $81. And I had $80 puts, so if I'd have held them one more day, I'd been fine. But to me, it's just not worth the risk. Don't get greedy. I had plenty of money right here, so I just went ahead and took it and got out. Let's see here. If we go to see, and Disney going up now. I think Disney's out of the woodwork, or out of the woods. The issue that I have is with them shutting that part down, what that's going to do. But that part's going to reopen in 2 weeks. That wasn't a long-term thing. It was just 2 weeks. So I think, I mean, honestly, I don't even think they'll be shut down 2 weeks now. I think they'll reopen. I think everything will. Let's go to 3M. 3M is actually popping out. I'm in a hole on 3M quite a bit, actually, because I started buying calls up in here and in this channel up here, but it actually dropped. So 3M, I'm long on it. So 3M is going to keep on rocking, and just about everything is going to be coming up today. So 3M, I will be back in the money on it, or not in the money, but I'll be back green next week on that, so that's fine. And MBDA, I actually averaged down yesterday, so I was in the hole on it where I bought a little bit too soon, but I averaged down yesterday, and so now it's going to pop up, and I think we're long on it again. So MBDA is just following the market, and there's a lot of tech stocks in the same thing. AMD, MVDA, Roku, all of them. So let's hit PEP next. Looks like Pepsi may end up going ahead and rebounding a little bit, with the market changing and stuff, so it's going to come up. But the biggest drop it had was where it bought that other company. So I'm not long on Pepsi yet. I want to see some confirmation that it's going to go ahead and go up. Pepsi may still continue to come down a little bit, or consolidate. So I'm going to kind of hold off on that until I know for sure. So I'm neutral on this. And Roku, Roku's same thing. It kind of pops up sometimes, but until it actually gets above, say, 86.70 or 86.37, until it gets above that, then I'm not bullish on it, because we still have some room here. It could easily come down, hit the 66.48, and then bounce. It may just go ahead and take off with the market, but I'm still kind of neutral with it, what to do. As of now, I was strong in puts, changing that to neutral. You can see right here that it's actually curling down, which could actually be pretty good, but like I said, I'm just neutral on it. And so if you've got puts on it or anything, I would have sold them probably yesterday. Well, I wouldn't have sold them yesterday. I would have held them one more day. I'd be selling them on today. We're getting close. Even if we do keep on dropping, we're getting close to where it could reverse, and you want to do the 70-30 rule. So if you follow the 70-30 rule, then you're going to be a lot better off to do that. And there's a video on my YouTube channel that goes over that and explains it more. Space, I bought puts right up in here, and it still may drop. I'm not sold that this is going to take off. So, but I will sell my puts today, especially if they're in the money. And if they're not in the money, I'll go ahead and hold them and see what happens. I think I only bought like one or two. I didn't buy very many. Let's see here what I did buy. Let's see here. I bought about three of them. So I've got $350 in the puts on it. So let's just see. Let's just see what it does. Hopefully, if it starts going up today, then I will go ahead and just get rid of them. But, I'm hoping that it'll come in and just go ahead and drop. I'll sell them today regardless. We're actually turning down on the MACD right now, so I'm not real sure what we're going to do. SPY, same as ES. We're already back up to 260.91. Yesterday, the high we spiked up on that Fed dump money was 266.69. we're going to break all this. It's going to go up, pretty huge today. I think the 274 mark is a given that we'll hit that. It may rally more, but I'd say probably 274 in that range. So probably looking somewhere between a 10-15 point increase on SPY today. Tilt, so glad I bought more puts. I am up to, what am I? See, I have these, I'm up $1,950 on these. I bought 10 of them. And these, I'm up $140. I bought 20 more yesterday. So this is yesterday's money as far as where it was. So right here, it was at 70, and we're already way down here, and it's going to drop hard today. So where are we going to be today? I would say, if we use a trend tool here, we dropped 11% there, or no, 6-7% there. And so to go from here down to here would be 8%. So I'd say we'll be in the 143 or the 137 today. If the market keeps rallying the way it is, I think we might actually hit 137 by the end of the day. So we'll see on that. And then where are we going from it, or for, or going to? If we look at the 1 hour and come back, my level that I'm looking at is back down to here. So I think that we'll be here eventually, which is the 143. Or not, I'm sorry, I told you the wrong one. Let me go back a little further. Down to this level here is where I think we'll be. So we'll be down in the, the 140 range or so in no time. So, this is going to be a lot of money here. So today I will sell all of my March 20th that expire next Friday. I'll sell all of them today and get rid of them. And then I will go back to, I'll probably just hold the others. I bought the other 20 that I bought. I'm going to hold those until next week and let those ride out. Because I think I've got, let's see, what were they? They're April 17th. So I've got plenty of time on those. And there's 20 of them there. There's not much money. It's, 420. I got $840 invested in this. And so for what I got invested in it and what I can get in return, I'm just going to hold them. Then we got Tesla. Tesla, I don't have anything in Tesla. I never bought anything. And I didn't. I'm in a lot of different ones, and Tesla is just, I don't know, it's so up and down, and it's so erratic. I usually stay out of it. I leave it on the market recaps and briefings just because a lot of people trade it. So right now, I am going to be probably bullish on Tesla. I think we have hit the bottom on it, and I'm going to turn it to, I tell you what, I'm going to hold it to neutral. I'm not going to say bullish. I'll hold it to neutral for now. I'd like to see where Tesla's going to go if it breaks this 50, if it goes out. I think I would be bullish above 664. I thought it would go actually down into the fours, which is, it actually hit, 513. So we may come down to this 476 and bounce, but with the market going the way it is, I just don't see Tesla keep on dropping. And Tesla's a very strong company. I mean, they got their stuff together. They're the leader in electric cars. VIX, we already went over VIX. But I bought more up in here, and then I've already got some sales for some of them. So VIX is going to come down to the 20. Walmart, my baby. I love Walmart. I have over 200 calls on Walmart now, and if we can get this working. So I've got 50 on a sale, and Walmart is jumping with the market, okay? So hopefully today we can get, I wish we could get around 120 today, and that's possible. That's only, see, if we go from market open, we're probably about right here. So if we got up to there, that's only 12%. And if we have a strong market, we could easily hit that. If we do, then the calls that I bought right here, which was against my rules, I bought, within 15 minutes of the opening. I try to wait 15 minutes or later. So if we can get above that, then those calls will be pretty good. And I've got almost $700 in calls on those. I was doing a scalp. I just wanted to go up and pick up a few $100 and sell them, but it ended up reversing. And if I'd have had $700 worth of puts right here and sold them yesterday, And I mean, that would have been like a killer move, but I went the wrong way. And by the time it started coming back, the premiums had already dropped so much, I thought it's better off just to hold them. So I did. So hopefully I can get, some of that money back. If we can get, I probably have to get, let's see, if I go back to trade, see, I've got 4 or 5, no, see, I've got 32 calls on that. So I put 30 more to average down, which was probably not the best idea. I did that the same day. So today's the 13th, so I did that on the same day, and then it dropped again, so I got hammered on it. So I show my bad ones. I make some bad decisions. I'm not perfect like a lot of YouTube traders claim to be. I'm not perfect. I make some bad ones. I stay about 80% win ratio, thereabout. And so most everything I buy is long term. Usually when I play these lottos, I sometimes, well, I say probably half the time I get hung out to dry. This one I probably will, but with all the other calls I've got on Walmart, which is, I got well over 200 calls total, then I'm going to come out on it. So Walmart, I am bullish, very bullish. I've been bullish. The only reason that we had this little drop right here is the market just moved way too much on us. And with it starting to sell off, and we can see where I started out charting it, and then it dropped out of this channel overnight yesterday, and then when it dropped out, I knew I was in trouble. So, but there's nothing I can do at that time. So let's take a look at ES again, our last one. We always look at it toward the end. Also, on all of this, if you don't know, I've got a Discord channel. It's a paid membership, and I teach people how to read these charts and stuff. So I'm posting charts all day long. I'm telling my group, actually more information than you get from me on these briefings and recaps. We talk all day long. We pull up different tickers. I do live streams. I pull up the charts on here. They actually see me do live trading, so I can teach them how to use all this and how to watch the candles for how they're going to interact. So I do live trading while they're watching, and it's open mic, so anybody can talk, ask questions, or whatever we can discuss, and it's training the whole group how to be better traders. So and we got these chat rooms that we get in. We have one for options, one for futures, and we have one in the lobby where we just go in there and chit chat about anything. And it's questions and answers. It's and it's not just me, it's everybody. I mean, there's some people stronger than me in different areas, and because I'm not the perfect one, I don't claim to be. So I learn from my members as well. I'm not the the know-it-all guy. I take information and I acknowledge who knows something better or whichever, and we just discuss it. And I learn from them, they learn from me, and it's just a really good community. So if you are interested in that, at the description in the link, or the link in the description below, you can click on it, and it'll take you to a Facebook page. It's our group. And sign on there. And I post a lot of stuff there, but not near as much as I post in the group. But you can sign up at the top of the page, and it will take you right into the Discord group and get you signed up and get you plugged into us. That way you can go ahead and start learning with the rest of them, or maybe help teaching in it even. So get plugged into that. So here we are breaking that fib, and I told you that if we broke that fib, then that's what we're looking for, and we did. So we're bullish for a good while. 27.29 is our next stop. Will we hit that today? We could easily hit that today. I hope we do. If we do, that is money in the bank for me. I am going to be on cloud 9. So I'm really hoping that we do it. I want to see the market get back to its normalcy. I want to see people's 401ks and retirement accounts, IRAs and all that. I want to see all of that come back. I know a lot of people are struggling. They were actually living off of the interest and so forth, and with that coming down, it's changed their fixed income to even less, and it's going to hurt them. So hopefully, within the next couple months, we can get back to where we were and even stronger, and the economy just get to rolling again. So that would be awesome. So please like, share, and subscribe, and let's get this channel built up. I'd like to get over 100 likes this week. Once I get over 100 likes, I can do a little bit more into the YouTube. in the back end, and it actually helps me. It's not about the money on it, because I'm not making any money on this at this point. This is about getting you more educated and to get you to join our Facebook group and to join our Discord group and get you plugged in to where you can start doing the same thing as us and making money. So hopefully this will work out for you, and we'll see you in the chat, and you all have a great day. I will see you tonight at the market recap. Go green.